Vous êtes en direct, you're live on the Agile Lounge for Business Agility. Sorry for the 3 minutes lateness. We had some kind of technical difficulty problem. I'm welcoming you with Tiesto, In Search of Sunrise, because my vision of the Agile Lounge almost 5 years ago was to actually create a sunrise in your mind of adopting business agility. Business agility, it's the Agile manifesto everywhere in your enterprise and organization. Welcome to the Agile Lounge for business agility, for the new ways, for the new world, and to your success, to my success, to Walter's success, to a better and a smaller world of work, of exchange, of communication with decentralization. And please give me a moment to close the window because a motherfucker from Mexico doesn't understand that we work here. It is incredible. This is the true life, authentic life, guys. Could you please? Thank you. Because my mic is not cordless. Because of course here. All right, so we are going to have some noise. You see, this is the reason why I'm asking you to bring me to 1,000. Because at 1,000, I will be able to use this beautiful camera. All right, this beautiful camera from my iPhone Pro 11, because this camera would have a sound reducer. Because the other day, to the landlord here, I did record the noise with my iPhone, and she was not hearing anything because the iPhone technology get this sound reduction. But this mic here that I have here get a better sound from my podcast, and also for the how could I say that? Yeah, for the YouTube channel. But it kept everything because I'm not in the studio. I don't have any buffer and everything. So for all the purists out there of sound engineering and lighting and everything, I am remote working here in Cancun, Quintana Roo, Mexico, in a condo of apparently upper middle class with these conditions. And let's be agile. You are not here for that. You are here with a beautiful music again of In Search of Sunrise, number 4, Latin America, because I'm in Latin America that I was explaining you. And let's get kicked out very soon, the podcast of Dare Real Agile. So yes, so bring me to 1,000 because I will have better means, better quality of image and sounds to record, and even the live. We cannot do live with an iOS device or an Android device without 1,000. So please, and I would like to thank the 15 extra new subscriber here on the Agile Lounge for Business Agility on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And I hope you're going to learn something. And I hope also to learn something from you. So please don't hesitate when I'm live to chat with me or to put in a comment your appreciation, your comment, anything. We have to interact together. Huh? This is the way. So now, without further ado, I'm going to kickstart the recording of the podcast, the Dare Real Agile podcast. But just before, I would like to invite you also, I'm very pleased that my channel is growing. I'm very pleased that there's more and more subscribers. Now, it's about an average of 8 to 10 new subscribers on the YouTube channel every week. And I'm very thankful of that. I'm really excited. And again, the numbers is not for the numbers because I believe in quality. I believe in and what could I say? User experience, that people, you are meaningful in business agility, Scrum, Lean, and DevOps, So this is what I believe to be true. And more will be, more I will have means, and more also I will have more people interacted because it's always a percentage like this. This is why what my coach told me on marketing. So now let's Let's see if I'm really, yes, I am. Okay, good. Because sometimes, you just don't know what's happening. So happy Friday again. It's Friday, March the 19th. It's the 13th episode of Friday Live Agile. And it's the official second episode of the Dare Real Agile podcast. Yes, because since yesterday is Agile is Feminist, that was one of the sparker back in the day to say like, I need to do a Dare Real Agile podcast to talk about things on a different angle, to talk about things that people are not talking in our world of business agility, conscious leadership, and Bitcoin and DeFi. DeFi stands, for those who are new to it, for decentralized finance. And I've got more and more clients that are developing blockchain and wallet and any other tools to help crypto maniac, especially for the world that's coming for exchange. Don't see cryptocurrency only as a mean of hedge funding. Now, this is not the primary goal. The primary goal is to have actually an exchange value, something completely new. So I would also like to invite you, and the link, you have links in the description below. Speaking of cryptocurrency, I am now accepting, even for my consultancy and my training and my workshop, you could pay me in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you have the key code to do so below if you'd like to give me a tips of appreciation, a voluntary tips and donation to help me grow in these times of very uncertain times and volatility. And also, you could use PayPal with any currency, as well as for those in Canada, you could also give me a donation directly through the Interact process interbank systems. So without further ado, let's kickstart now the podcast itself, because we are real agile. So let's do this and let's see. Yes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Welcome everybody. Once again, here's your coach AF at the Dare Real Agile. And today I have something in store for you. A very, very, very old question, because for me, after almost 20 years, yes, I'm going to celebrate next year or maybe this fall, my 20 years of doing Scrum. Yes, I'm teasing you right now. I'm doing Scrum. And Agile, it's a no-brainer. I was Agile before Agile existed. So welcome once again. I hope you're going to have a nice run, because yes, I received so many love message from my subscriber. Right now, you are 3,800 something. I didn't look the last, but thank you so much for the 3,800 subscriber to my podcast all across the platform. We talked about Apple Podcasts. We talked about, of course, Spotify, Deezer, maybe soon on Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime, they want to get late in the podcast, but why not? And also, there's a lot of subscriber by email, because sometimes they reply to that email that goes into my coach email. And I receive those lovely messages from people who run in Brazil. So, obrigado, escamacia. An Indian, I know I've got like many new Indian subscribers on both YouTube channel and the podcast. I would need your help to have the possibility of greeting you, and probably the most important, or the best way to greet you, which is the language, because I know India, it's a great country. It's a large country with many culture, many languages. So people in Montreal keep saying me it's Punjabi. I don't know. So please show up in the comment which one I should go Google to practice and to say you welcome in Punjabi or any other Indian language. So thank you very much. I do believe India and Brazil and women and the young are the future. Yes, the future of this world. And it's time to welcome them. It's time to listen to them. It's time to exchange and interact with them, to the new ways, to the new world, and to your success, to our success, because we are in it together. And in togetherness, we're going to build castle. So yes, that's why I say, like, I don't understand. Like, probably there's so many consultants right now, so many people that are out of contract, out of job. So they spend too much time on the internet, including the social network, what I call right now the mainstream social network. Yes, because we need to have an alternative social network. So, for those of you who would like to write a lot and read a lot of papers on every subject, and there's a big niche there because mostly all the signatory of the Agile Manifesto were having an account and still have. It's on medium.com. Is it medium.com or .org? I will verify, but it's Medium. Even yours truly, I finally listened to my coach, Mike Beadle, almost 3 years after he passed away, to open my Medium account. But the thing is, I have my agilelounge.com, and I've got my blog there. I'm sovereign, so I don't need any platform to do this. But of course, these platforms could help you bring traffic to your site, and from traffic to your site, that could create a lead generation. And from that lead generation, of course, you could have clients. So yeah, I won't say no to that. But for me, don't expect to have specific content because I'm on Clubhouse or I'm on Medium or blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, sometimes when I have time, not often, because even yours, even in these difficult time we are in, I still keep myself busy and I'm reinventing myself. This is why this week I pre-launched the next level Agile coaching program. And it's actually a system. It's empirically right now constructed. I have my 3 pillars. I've got my offer for the enterprise, which is coaching and consultancy on demand. And it's enterprise of any size. And yes, that will be a link to our subject today of to do or to be agile, or to be or to do agile. This is not the question. Because when Hamlet created the real thing, to be or not to be, was it Hamlet? Oh, I messed up right now. Walter, help me. The to be or not to be, is it an Hamlet play, or it was something said by Descartes or?
Oh, Shakespeare Hamlet, yeah.
Okay, so it's not the French philosopher Descartes who says that. So you see, all right, thank you, Walter. My German roommate is a Wikipedia by itself, so I love to pick his brain sometimes. Why we're live, we're authentic, and why not? And one day I wish that when I get back to my studio, either in New York, probably in Phoenix, by the way, I made a decision that I might move to Phoenix, and with a real studio, real microphone, real everything. So maybe I will have also an assistant. Maybe it's going to be Walter, who knows, that will give me some kind of feedback, I don't want to copy the Joe Rogan model, but I think it's important. I have Anna sometimes on the chat helping me, but we're not big enough now, and I cannot spend that kind of money to have an assistant actually giving me the feedback or do what I just did, because I like it. I like interaction. I'm a guy who'd like to be alone, but I don't like loneliness. And when you work, you better work in togetherness with someone to create more value, right? So anyway, so that was like a kind of a test for the future when I got my studio with my microphone and everything, and people could actually join me if we could stop this don't be together type of movement that we are in. A lot of people predict that we have this kind of cycle of lockdown on lockdown destroying our economy for the next 2 years. I kind of do believe that too, but let's not put dates on it. But the next 24 months or 27 months, as I keep saying, will be very challenging. So yes, let's get back to all of these articles that I read on Medium lately, and even on LinkedIn. People on LinkedIn, by the way, LinkedIn. I accepted Krista Mullion challenge of 5 days. I can't wait to see what is this 5-day challenge to open my mind on LinkedIn and try to automate it, lead generation or whatever. We'll see what is this, but because I do want to push into the universe, and I want the universe to tell me some things that, yeah, I'm open, I'm agile, really, I'm agnostic. So, but I'd like to tell you, and my openness and my diversity, that LinkedIn, because LinkedIn and Instagram, it's probably the only 2 social networks that I spend time on beside my team of marketing that push my content. And the topic of the vlog today, this podcast episode today of the Dare Real Agile, it's this statement of to be or to do agile. And we had that debate in our community of real agile, of real agilists, especially the Scrum people, with both Scrum Org and Scrum Alliance and Agile Alliance and everything, about 15 years ago, maybe 5 years after the manifesto. Yeah, it was probably early 2004, 2005. And I remember in San Diego, they were like a kind of an open space talking about it. And they put on a wall the to-do list of things actually the to do in the sense, not to do list, but a list of to do agile and a list of to be agile, and they were trying to decipher it and create an again a duality and stuff. So for a whole crook like me, I'm kind of done with it. I mean, like, for me, I'm beyond it. And now I was like, okay, so maybe the article on Medium date back 10 years ago, something. No, they were dating back of now because people have nothing to do. And there's a lot. Of course, we have to welcome the newcomer, the new Scrum Master, the new product owner, the new Agile coach, certified or not. And I can't wait to have a talk with Evan Lebrun of Business Agility Institute. I think it's Monday. We're going to have a private talk. Because in the town hall of the Business Agility Institute, that was kind of replacing our New York Manhattan gathering that we have every spring in the Big Apple of business agilists, I was a bit disappointed, and I was feeling Mike Beadle, my mentor, very disappointed because they seems to want to have a certified program, another certified program. So yours truly is very open, but if you listen to my podcast about certification fraud, even right now with those that I got them. Why? Because the market pushed me to it. And now this is the thing. 2021 moving onward. And when I call out to the new ways and for the new world and the new economy, I'm a transformation agent. And here's the thing, guys. 20 years ago, we had the Agile Manifesto. 15 years ago, we had this debate in our Scrum gathering, in Alliance, and Agile gathering about to do or to be Agile and blah, blah, blah. So when I see, of course, and this is what I see when I coach and mentor newbies into our world of business agility and so on, I just discovered that they go through all the same kind of process and pattern that we went through 20 years ago. It's pretty amazing. So it's like nature by itself, So you go through this kind of process, So at first you're really eager to learn and to understand better the 4 values and the 12 principles, and then you adapt it, and then you have some engineer that they will tell you, no, this is a method, this is a methodology, when in fact it's a mindset that will help you create a methodology to deliver meaningful value, smarter and more efficient. And when we say efficient here, I think in English is the same as in French. Efficiency, it's both monetary and also in the way you produce a quality product. Because remember, guys, lean, it's all about the ultra quality of your product. And whatchamacallit, Agile, it's all about the customer implication and integration to verify, to spot check that the client have the best experience possible. So it's all about customer experience. So it's all about customer first. And DevOps, it's for the gig. Those who want to produce it faster. Here's your velocity. Because velocity is not the first KPI you should track. This is an outcome of you being agile and doing Scrum. So here's the thing, guys. You have the 4 values and the 12 principles that help you make decisions to choose the better framework adapted to your situation, to your context. And these things, you're going to do that. But you don't do Agile. Because Agile is that mindset and culture helping you to do, for instance, Scrum. And even Scrum has a value system of 5 values. And by the way, for those who are watching on YouTube, tell me in the comment below one of the 5 values of Scrum. Which one is your favorite Scrum value that really help you as an individual to perform better within your team, to help your team better achieve the product goal? Tell me, please, in the comment below. And for those that run with me on the Dare Real Agile podcast, of course, I never forget you. You're my favorite student here. Send me in the email and give me your running time, by the way. Your running time. And today, I think we're going to do within half an hour, something like this. I don't know. But for me, this is a whole debate, and I didn't understand some papers and people creating these kind of chart that we did in the open space back in the day in 2004, 2005. So for me, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's that objective reality explanation. Lean Agile DevOps are primary mindset. And from that mindset and that sense of value, you could create some kind of culture. And from that culture, you're going to refine it into the what to do. All right? And what I was saying, like Scrum it by itself, it's really a lean mindset first. They integrated the Agile thing because they were part of the Agile movement. Actually, there were 3 to 4 guys among the 17 guys. Beadle for sure, Schreiber for sure, and even the XP guys. The XP guys are just doing it into an extreme engineering process. But this is the thing. But nevertheless, the 3 pillars of any organization since the 1970s with the computer programming, it's the pillar of people, the pillar of process, and the pillar of technology that include tool. And the Agile movement and the business agility movement beyond this pillar of IT, it's putting people first, which not mean that the other pillar are not important, because if you need a 3 pillar to sustain your organization, your enterprise, so you need to give attention to all of those. So for me, this is no debate. This is why I said, like, please don't tell me, don't tell me don't tell me about this kind of to do or to be, because it's a really, really old debate, okay? It's, what shall I call it? It's nothing to do with this dynamic, because I'm sorry, I've been distracted. I will have to admit it, because it's a really bizarre day. The Fridays are always bizarre. I don't know. I remember when I was working in call centers, the day of the technical problem, with most technical problem in my help desk, were on Friday. Really amazing. All the CRM was cracking up and everything. So I just thought I was down on the Google, but I'm not. Okay, so maybe like just to refresh, and just like, when you are like me, a transformation agent, and in my case, the kickstart was at my 16 years old back in 1991, with this new world of opportunities before us, with the collapse of Soviet Union. It started with, of course, the Berlin Wall, and then the VUCA and business came to effect. And this, so that was kind of normal, that the decade of the 90s, when I was learning both academically and also by practice with my first enterprise, because I'm an entrepreneur since my 13, 14 years old. Yes. I'm really a high potential. When I say HPI on my LinkedIn, it's kind of true. Sorry, I don't want to brag, but I'm just like, I will not sabotage myself to be humble or to be fake humble. No, let's get real. The things I don't know, and I'm asking for help. But the thing I know, and I know who I am, sorry, you won't have me. So searching for the sunrise since 1991 to actually transform that world, to express fully my free will as an individual, and to contribute to society, okay? Making sure that the society could benefit of my potential and the potential of everyone who would like to be part and togetherness of this tribe of business agility. So for me, it was a natural to be agile. When the engineer asked me, could we do Scrum together? I said, like, yes, why not? Could we do Scrum? And then by doing Scrum, we realized that we are being agile. Okay, so for me, I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time of your run, too much time here on YouTube. And I got a call with an innovative guy very soon, also, that I would like to take and exchange with him about his new product, Real Crude, and about anything else that we'd like to create persona. We'd like to better and smarter the world with new ways that include new tools and everything. So to anyone out there who asked that question of to do or to be, let's clarify. Like, there's no like the to do or the to be list like we did back in the day. That could help. I don't mind. But I think, like, remember, you create a culture, and the culture has the value. This is your why. This is your vision. This is the shared vision in the entirety of your enterprise or your community, right? And then after what you do, it's your how and your what. So it's the golden circle again. Okay? So why culture, lean, agile, DevOps? How Scrum, Kanban, Kaizen, whatever. And then the what have no names, because the what is the adaptation of the how with in mind your why vision. All right. So for me, when I say this is not the question is, are you open enough? Are you high potential enough? Are you capable enough? And are you sovereign enough to contribute to a team and achieve something great? Huh? To show up in the world with amazing, meaningful delivery, or delivering, should I say, of an amazing experience to your client. Because if you are an entrepreneur like me, you have to create your client. When I create a systems, I have a persona, and in that systems, I will adapt it, of course, because each person, we have a main persona, how it's going to actually use my system to better himself, and herself. But again, every one of us are unique. We have unique superpower. So this is why it's important in my system that I have a space of discovery. I have a space of getting to know you, getting to know your why, the how, and the what. And on the how and the what, I will only guide you. So this is next level agile coaching program. And the flat program, it's less about all the specific thing, the do's of Agile and Scrum and whatever. My flip program will be something more like about how to become an entrepreneur with anything. And of course, we do it the Agile way, because again, doing it the Agile way, it's having an Agile mindset. It's being Agile. And you are Agile as soon as you'd like to transform, as soon as you'd like to change and adapt things, not just to you, but because it's not a question of adapting ourselves to the society. If the society is sick and if the society is doing it wrong, give me, for instance, a clear example here. A very clear example. We have this right now, this movement of people with the digital nomad. So you go to Thailand, you go to Vietnam, you go to Mexico. And then, of course, the first reaction is, oh, me, I got to be agile. Me, I got to adapt to my welcoming society, my welcoming state. Yes, of course. But as long as you go alone, you will also expect a reciprocity that those people will understand. They will be patient with you. So I think this is why I also state that there is no agile transformation, because being agile doesn't mean that the people you're going to consult and coach, are they ready for that? Do you have, as a coach, as a consultant, enough patience? Or the leaders that want to bring more agility into their organization, do they have this kind of patience? Okay, so you have to be welcoming. And as Michael Orman really creating right now, it's inviting agility, because you have to be invited to that. You are not pushing it, you are pulling it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go to my call with Ralph. Let me just double check that, guys, and take a breath, my runner on the Dare Real Agile. There we go. All right, so you see, this is being agile, because you guys on the East Coast of the United States or Canada, you changed the hour for I don't know what reason. Here in Cancun, we stay in the standard Eastern time. And he booked me. We said 1 p.m. But when I said 1 p.m., I was talking about the 1 p.m. Cancun. Right now, it's 12 o'clock in Cancun. And he booked me. And let me see this. He booked me here. Yeah, I got in my agenda. It's 2 p.m. for him, 1 p.m. for me. So I think I'm okay. Because according to my calendar, we adapt. I'm okay. But if he think 1 p.m. is time, it's right now. So I'm kind of late. So we'll see. We'll see when he will respond to WhatsApp. So you see, this is the magic of life. This is the magic of being authentic. No fluff, just right to the subject. So I don't know, guys. You're about like 7, 8 on YouTube. Do you have any question or comment about what's your take? What's your take on to do or to be agile in your sense? And according to your length of experience, because I didn't mean to be mean when I said for the old crook like us, the old guys who were agile before agile was there in the early 2000s and even in the 1990s, creating this movement. So we went through that, as I said, about 15 years ago. I'm bringing it back as my second episode of the Dare Real Agile, official Dare Real Agile season now, because we're 1 year in practice. And now since last week with the Is Agile Feminist, another topic that we should not talk, but this is the mission of Dare Real Agile. It's talked about things that people talk too much, but we're going to bring a different angle with our guests. I hope to have more guests this year for this season 1. The second year of the Dare Real Agile podcast for business agility and this first year season, because this is all the other thing was a practice. 2020 was a practice. We launched it in April 2020. We are right now 3,800 subscribers later. Thank you so much. Oh, and I would like to thank those who made some tips. Most of you are coming from the Dare Real Agile podcast and, of course, the YouTube. So I receive another Bitcoin, but not one Bitcoin, but other Bitcoins from Carl Jeransen. So Danke, I'm assuming. I don't know if Jeransen is German or Dutch, but Danke, thank you for the Millennium Bitcoin that I received from you with a thank you note of being a disruptor. Yes, I'd like to be a disruptor, not to, as we say in French, vous faire chier, to get you shit. But I mean, like, we have to say the things as it is, you know? We say it as it is and authentically, but being disruptive doesn't mean being disrespectful. I try to be as much respectfully as possible, but yes, I will call out stupidity because as high potential value, high potential individual and value, we are value intelligent and smartness. So of course, if we see things that they pretend to be truth, but they are not truth. Anyway, so that's the thing. So I don't know if Ralph, you join me now on the vlog. You're not responding right now, so we'll see. So probably the schedule 1 p.m. here, it's right, and it's 2 p.m. for him in Montreal. So I will take some time to close up properly the subject. I was inviting on my live, so sorry for the Dare Real Agile who are listening to this. You said like, well, he's live. Yes, I'm live. By the way, if you want to see me, if you want to see my face and see this before it's launched on the podcast that you use in your pocket to make your run, the link are in the description of the podcast, especially on my main page on agilelounge.com. Or if you use Spotify and Apple or Deezer, you should have it in the description. There's a link to come and join into my YouTube channel. And I think this is why I've got 13 to 14 new subscribers every week, because I am inviting you on the podcast. And there's 2 podcasts with that message and with the link. And as my podcast is probably the space I'm growing the most right now, and now it's helping me growing my YouTube and even my Instagram. But Instagram is just for fun because, yes, it's important to have fun. And it's also one of the core value of the Agile Lounge. And this is why we have lounge in our name, to have fun, to get music. This is why you always have music in background. So for those of you who don't like it, that's okay. But don't flag me. Just go watch another boring business agilist or they're not even business, because the boring people are just doing one thing like Scrum or Kanban. Me, I'm open to everything. I'm open to co-create new ways with you. So this is the real Agile, and we dare real Agile with authentic leadership here at the Agile Lounge for business agility. And business agility, I repeat it again, business agility. Very deceived by the town hall of the BAA, which is the Business Agility Institute, because I don't think they are going in the right direction, and we're gonna have a talk about it, and let's negotiate it. Let's see it, because I'd like to be part of real innovative movement with unconventional thing. Okay, it's really important, because agile is based like this. Like, being agile is helping people to be disruptive but respectful. Okay, so in the comment below, for those who will watch the replay, please tell me your take on it. Are you being agile, or you do agile, and expand on it? Tell me why. And again, I will expect to have which is the one of the 5 values you cherish the most. Only one. You pick one Scrum value in the comment below, and you tell me which one you cherish the most and why that value is helping you be a better team member or deliver more meaningful values. Why? Okay. So I'm expect to see a lot of comments below about those 2 questions. What do you do? Where do you be? And everything. So I think I'm gonna sign off. That was today's episode of the Dare Real Agile, the second episode. The first episode is about women in agile, that you'll be able to grab it into your pocket. Of course, for those who are listening to the Dare Real Agile, it's kind of, we are in the future right now. And but here's the things. The drop date is always every Friday. I'm doing the Friday Live Agile here on this YouTube channel, sometimes live on IGTV, the Instagram TV. And at the last Friday of the month, now I'm recording it another one, because I thought it was important to have this episode of Dare Real Agile. So here's the thing. I'm really empirical. So the planning is every Friday, expect me between 11 and 1 p.m. Eastern. Expect me on this Friday Live Agile, okay? Every Friday, I'd like to gather with you. I'd like to kick off the weekend, because, yes, we are taking back weekend, even as entrepreneur. You need to stop. All of those gurus out there for entrepreneurship, they say like, oh, no, 7 days are the same. They are fucked up people, okay? Because you need a break. If your weekend is Tuesday and Wednesday, so be it. I don't care. But we have to take back weekend. In my case, I like to do retrospective Friday, and I'd like to do planning Sunday. Of course, the Sunday is there for planning, is there for some kind of small and smart talk with people, and then we kick off the weekend. Actually, my week starts on a Saturday in my case. Yes, in my calendar, my first day of the week is a Saturday. When I do my planning, it's from Saturday the 13th all the way up to Friday, because Friday for me is the real last day, and Saturday is the real first day. So that being said, do it according to your standard, according to your context. But truly expect every Friday I'm popping up live for 30 minutes to 1 hour. And the podcast is usually the last Friday of the week that you will receive an alert if you're subscribed to the podcast, or you could receive an alert on your Apple podcast or your Spotify or Deezer, and then you grab it and you go on. And now someone asked me a question: why isn't it only the latest 10 episodes? Me too. I'm really surprised about it. So I'm gonna work on it this week. It's one of my sprint goals for this week of March 20th, because I'd like to see why do I have to pay to get more episodes on Apple and Spotify. I'm very surprised, because when I look at my colleague, they have more than 10 episodes, and me after it's like 10. So, and there's valuable episode from last year that I would like to be there. But of course, if you'd like to see right now and the time that we solve this problem, for those from Spotify who asked me that question, you could still go to the main page or to the Blueberry page of our podcast. They are there, everyone. The 17, we are at 17 podcast. This one is the 18th podcast, second episode of the season 1 of the Dare Real Agile podcast. So thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Again, answer my question. I give you some homeworks, and answer my question in the comment below. Thank you in advance very much for your donation, tips, accepting Bitcoins and Ethereum as well. But you could give me tips on any currency from PayPal, the PayPal me. It's all the links are in the description. And for you, my Dare Real Agile, you could click on the link tree and you will have the donation page to give me a donation. It's really appreciated. And I hope you learned something. I hope to learn something from you in the comment below. Please help me to improve. And on that, I wish you again to the new ways, to the new world, and to your success, to our success. Have a very nice weekend. Take back weekend. Rest. Take the sun. Vitamin D. Coach AF is signing off. Thank you very much. And see you next Friday.